After collectively disappointing the community and quite possibly ruining their reputation with their new predatory currency system, Techland has just released a new update for Dying Light 2. And this isn't just any update, it's the community update! Number 3. In case you don't know, Techland does these updates every now and then that adds new content and features that are directly inspired from community feedback. And, yeah, this update adds a bunch of new content that honestly should have been here at launch to the game, such as takedowns, new weapons, video settings, new outfits, and much more. Also, I'm really bad at segues, so I'll just be hopping around from topic to topic, okay? But before we get into any of the actual update, I want to briefly discuss this since it probably won't even be here when this video goes up. The Halloween event. No! Not this one. We don't talk about that one. If you want to do your own research into it, then go ahead. Just know that it was probably one of the worst events that I've played in any video game ever. On to the actual event. I like it, but I don't really have high standards for things I like. After all, this is a Dying Light 2 video. It's pretty simple. Kill Halloween zombies. Sometimes you get tricked, sometimes you get treated. You collect candy and exchange them for goodies at everyone's favorite vendor, Baka! Yeah, that's pretty much it. I still think that it's kind of funny that the Halloween event started in November, but I suppose it is smart since everyone else is doing their Halloween events at around the same time, and once they end, Dying Light is here with theirs. Now, onto the actual update content. Remember the GRE anomalies? Those big dudes that serve as optional bosses? You can now repeat any of their already completed encounters. Approaching the entrance of any of the arenas, you'll be met with this poster that offers an opportunity to fight them again. I don't think they themselves are any more difficult. I am a Dying Light 2 pro after all. The only real difference that I notice is that they're now accompanied by extra enemies, such as elemental goons and chargers. Successfully defeating them once more, you'll be rewarded with decent XP and a pilgrim box. Great name. You can repeat these fights endlessly, which makes them very easy to farm, especially if you have a modded weapon. The loot boxes that you receive are a little discreet. You have to go into your backpack to access them. These boxes will randomly grant you a consumable, throwable, or a high-tier weapon. One of the weapons you can receive is the dagger, the new weapon class. Said I was bad at segues, I lied. Small and nimble, the dagger is a great choice for if you want to absolutely slice up a single enemy. There are about 4 different variations of the dagger, but I only got this one and I didn't feel like grinding the anomalies anymore. The knife's real detriment is that it's short-ranged and probably does less damage. I wouldn't know, I'm max level. The knife's short range means you have to get real nice and close to attack your enemy, which also means you're most likely going to get hit a lot. Me personally, I'm still trying to get the ranged aspect down. The main reason you'd use this dagger for are for its bad-ass attack animations. It's so cool and satisfying to chain multiple attacks together and see Aiden floors the dagger around like he's from CSGO before plunging it into another zombie. Funny story about the dagger, it's been in the game for quite a while now, first introduced in the Walking Dead bundle. To promote the dagger in the trailer, it showed Aiden slaughtering a bunch of zombies with these dope animations. However, when you would actually play with the knife, it just used the generic one-handed swinging animations that every weapon has. Everyone was so disappointed. I remember going on Reddit, and there was a post that was like, Techland, try not to false market, challenge impossible. They did eventually update the animations to match the ones showed in the trailer, and now we have them. At least it shows that Techland responds to the community. You know, if the community updates didn't express that enough. The daggers can come in any rarity, I'm pretty sure, including the new exotic tier rarity. This is the ultimate tier of weapon you can get to, even above legendary. These weapons do stupid damage, and I think it's the only rarity that allows you to surpass 1000 damage. They also grant exclusive perks, such as extra head damage? You can easily farm these weapons from those GRE anomalies we discussed earlier. Since we're in weapons, I think we should finally discuss the most anticipated feature of the update, the finishers. Being in the game's file since launch, they've finally been polished up and are here, and are brutal. Finishers offer a stylish way to execute your enemy. They don't really give you any advantage in combat, except offering iframes, I guess. They are just flashy ways to finish the job, because they're probably already one hit by the time you get the prompt. I've collected all the available takedowns and will show them to you now. The executions are only triggered by staggering an enemy, but don't be mistaken. Actions that cause your enemy to keel over do not work. So things such as poison, perfect blocks, or air kicks will not give you the prompt. The way you get finishers to prompt is that you need to deplete this little white stamina bar that is just below the enemy's health. After they've been guard broken, you will then be able to perform the finisher. As of the time of this video's creation, this is the only way to proc them. They also do not proc on X-rays, since getting an X-ray on an enemy now does not stun them anymore. You can get as many X-rays as you want and you will never get the prompt unless they're staggered. I think that they should maybe tweak this for 2 reasons. 1. Who plays the game with health bars on? Come on. 2 is that if you're a high level like me, you won't get many chances to stun the enemy because you'll kill them before you ever get the chance. The only enemies that I can reliably get finishers on are humans and virals. It should also be noted that you cannot get takedowns on special enemies such as spitters, chargers, volatiles, or demolishers. It would be cool to see Aiden do like a God of War style takedown on a demolisher though. Plus, the takedowns are very repetitive. Each weapon class has its own execution animation, but it's only just that one animation. This leads to you seeing the same animations over and over again, although I bet they're gonna add more later on. Plenty of changes has also been made to the infected, thankfully, given that this is a zombie game. There are new models, sounds, and even new enemy types. These are the electric biters. They are zombies that have somehow been tangled up in live electric wiring. When attacked, they will dispense a large electrical discharge that will shock everything in the vicinity, including fellow zombies. They do a lot of damage, so it is recommended that you kill these guys from a distance. I personally never use ranged weapons, so I just tank them. Virals have been updated to give more human-like reactions when hit, like in the first game. They still don't speak, though. You know, the most human thing a person can do. There are also more viral types. There are now armored virals, which honestly make them more annoying than difficult. When you hit them, you get like this staggered animation as if you were hitting a human that's blocking. There's still no match for the grapple head stomp combo though. If you haven't unlocked that though, then screw you, I guess. There are also electric virals. Yeah, if the electric biters weren't dangerous enough, now they can climb and chase you. A bit more dangerous to do the grapple head stomp combo, since you have to deal with their massive damage over time. Howlers also make their return. After being absent for a few months, they now repopulate the streets during the day with renewed purpose. And they are everywhere now. You can even go 10 feet without seeing one. They're practically grown-up screamers from the first game. If you get close enough, they'll start, howling, attracting any nearby biters and summoning virals, while also disorienting your vision. So yeah, literally screamers. The only difference being is that Aiden doesn't cover his ears, so you can absolutely demolish them any way you'd like. And honestly, I still get PTSD when hearing their screams from back when they were the ones that initiated chases. Real quick, I just want to go over the new outfits. They're cool carrier outfits that you get from the carrier's quest line. You get the first one for completing the first mission, and you get the other for completing like all 10 quests. Nothing much more to say about them. It's just nice to see Aiden simply wearing a normal sweater instead of like edgy outfits covered in spikes and chains and hoods. There's also this Plague Doctor bundle that you can get in the store, which is the whole package. Outfit, gear pieces, glider and all. I mean, it's free. You won't see me complaining. The cane is an axe weapon instead of a blunt weapon, which I didn't really expect. And the individual gear pieces do look a little goofy, since Techland doesn't really know how to effectively attach hoods to headpieces yet. And relating to your appearance, you now have the option to hide the backpack that's plastered on your back. Changes have also been made to the block charge. Now, while falling with the zombie from block charge, you can manually dismount from the zombie by pressing this prompt here. The only reason as to why I think they added this is because before this, the zombie would just disappear when you would block charge them for long enough. So if you're in a scenario where you realize you're screwed, you can just dismount and glide to safety. You know, when I first saw this prompt, I thought Aiden would like shove a grenade into the zombie's mouth and they would like explode mid-air, like some sort of Far Cry takedown. But no, he just punches them in the noggin. That's cool too, I guess. I bet it at least looks cool in photo mode though. Going back to the weapons, because I have no idea what flow is, you can now finally repair your weapon. But because Aiden is too busy working on his jawline, he himself cannot repair his own weapons. You must visit a craft master and select this tab to open the repair menu. You will not only have to give them the parts required, but you have to also pay them money for their services. Because they are crafting masters, they can repair your weapon an infinite amount of times. No more repair caps. And when your weapon breaks, it no longer shatters into scraps, but rather goes back into your inventory, being inaccessible until you have it repaired. The Korak charm has also been reworked to fit this. You can also dismantle the mods on your weapon at a cost of your durability. The final thing that I'll be getting into relates back to the craft masters, because I still don't have any idea what flow is. You can now exchange resources for XP. About a year ago, this dude joined my game and gave me like 9,000 military technology parts, so I just banked them all in and now I'm Legend 250. So yeah, that's pretty much everything in this update. I tried to cover everything possible because I'm one of those people that want to know every little thing added. You know, most people will just discuss the major things, but I even discussed the location of the pilgrim chest for God's sake. Bit of a different video, this one. I haven't really had the best track record for solo content, so I thought that a showcase type of video would be a good way to ease myself back into the waters of solo content. Consider this a gateway into a future possibility of more solo content. Plus, I also don't want to be known as the Cry of Fear guy. So, go watch more of my videos, or even Master Survivor if you'd like. And as always, good night, and good human.